have I got a huge charity shop haul for you. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, welcome to a new vlog. I'm Lee from Mortgage Free Lee. I talk about money and mum life on the internet, and today we are doing a huge charity shop haul. You really enjoyed the last one. I will link it in the description box if you want to go back and watch that if you haven't seen it. And I'm back with another. If you've been around here, you will know that I am in my secondhand shopping era. I absolutely love the charity shop. I find it so much more exciting than an actual shop because you just don't know what you're gonna get. I went charity shopping with my friend who's another finance content creator, and we found a 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle, but it was completely white, like there was no picture on it. Gotta love the charity shop, right? So I just find it so much more fun, much more exciting. I love to find a bargain because you kind of have to work for it, so it's very rewarding when you do find something worthwhile. And honestly, I feel like my kids do so much better in the charity shop than they do in the actual toy shop. If we go into a toy shop, they are so overwhelmed with the amount of choice, they literally don't know what to do with themselves. And not in a good way. So I much prefer to take them to the charity shop, get something low cost, because frankly, my children are maximalists, especially my daughter. She's a maximalist. She wants quantity over quality. And she tricks you into thinking that whatever toy or treasure it is that she's found in the charity shop, she loves it so hard in that moment that you think, yes, this is it. This is going to be a lifelong friend. This teddy bear that we've bought for 50p at the charity shop, she's going to love on this thing so hard. I'm going to have a picture of her with it every year until she's 45. But actually, in reality, by the next day, she has forgotten it even exists. So I'd much rather spend 50p on it than the extortionate amount of money it can cost to buy new. Plus, it's better for the planet. I mean, I don't need to tell you guys the benefits of secondhand shopping, do I? We all know what they are. Needless to say, I love it. But as I've said before, the charity shop can definitely be a bit of a spending trap for me. And I really don't want to be bringing things into my home that we don't need. So I'm all about intentional spending, and that applies to the charity shop as well. Because as we said before, it's not a good deal if we didn't need it. So with that being said, whilst this charity shop haul is quite large, it's very much intentional. You will see there are a lot of things that are not there. So I definitely have not bought toys. We don't need toys. We do not need toys in this house. We have far too many toys. Most of the things I've bought are kids' items because the kids, especially my son, with him only being 2, he's constantly growing out of things and the seasons are changing. And he's obviously our first son, so we don't really have much in the way of hand-me-downs. I get a few bits off my friends, which is great, but we don't have much in the way of hand-me-downs that I can put him in. So I do have to get new things, but I begrudge paying the price that it costs new for frankly poor quality, because I have had quite a lot of new kids' clothing recently that has been so poor quality where like the stitching has come undone immediately. So I love to buy secondhand. I'm really excited to show you what I've got. I've also got a bit of a left field purchase, but I'm going to tell you why I bought it, and I'd love to know what you think about it. I also might have found something that might be worth a little bit of money, so without further ado, too much chitty chatting going on, let me show you what I got. I'm going to start with this bag, which is mostly kids clothing. So first, I got this little super cute, it's dinosaurs driving diggers. I mean, if you're 2 years old, what is better than dinosaurs driving diggers? Nothing. So it's a really cute t-shirt and shorts. It's actually age 4 to 5. However, I don't think it'll be that long before I'll be able to fit in it. So this is gonna go in my next size up box, which I have under our bed, where I keep things that I found that are a good deal, good bargain, but they're not quite ready to wear this size yet. But I absolutely love this. This was £3. Let's see what brand it is. It's originally Georgia Asda. How cute. Then I got this little Next shirt. I got a Next shirt for my son from the charity shop and we absolutely love it. Next is one of my favourite brands to buy secondhand, especially for the kids, because I feel like it's such good quality, it really lasts. This was £2. I also feel like this would be a good one to wear on Christmas Day with sort of the red tartan, so multi-use, loving it. And on the same theme, Next shirts, this is also a little Next shirt for my son. This one is age 6, but with it being Next, I had to pick it up when I saw it, and it's going to be so perfect for when he's a little bit older. It was £3 and I got it from the UK's largest charity shop department store, which is actually in Preston, and it's run by a homeless charity called Emmaus. My friend and I went to the opening, and this is one of the things that I picked up. I will say that that charity shop, if you're thinking about making a trip there, its main attraction when we went was a lot of furniture, like a lot of vintage furniture, absolutely gorgeous, great prices, but it was more furniture than it was clothing. But I did manage to find this. And in the same shop, I also got this. It's Nutmeg brand, which I think is Morrison's. It was £2, and it's a little dinosaur jumper with little pockets there. And if there's one thing my son really needs, it's jumpers and joggers. But even from supermarkets like Nutmeg, whilst they are well priced for new goods, they're not £2, so well worth picking up at the charity shop. I think my husband picked these next two items. I'm not sure how I feel about one of them. However, I can't discourage him from getting involved in buying clothes for the kids, can I? So he should get a say in things. So this is what he picked. So we chose this little camouflage half zip hoodie. This is Nutmeg again, and this was £2.45. This was from a charity shop called Regenerate, which is in Bolton. So he chose that. And to be fair, this one is really cute. It's a little Diggers Tractors long sleeve t-shirt. Again, this is Nutmeg. Maybe I need to go into Morrison's to buy kids' clothes more often. And this was £1.45. You just can't argue with that, can you? For something they're going to wear for like a year max. Then I had an absolute score. So I think I've mentioned before that my secondhand shopping has been a bit of a journey. In the past, I would have never gone to the charity shop and bought clothing. I wouldn't have felt confident to do it. I would have had some preconceptions about it. Now I am well and truly living the secondhand life. And I feel like I've peaked by finding the 3 for £1 bin. This was at a Bernardo's. I will say I feel like Bernardo's do some of the best like deals and incentives. I've had mystery bags from there. They do Amazon mystery bags. They had the 3 for £1 bin. Sometimes they do little like 50p mystery wrapped up gifts for the kids, which I think is so fun and such a good way of selling these items and making money for the charity. But for the first time in my life, I dug through the 3 for £1 bin, and I'm so glad I did. So I was on the lookout for joggers for my son, as I said. These ones are George. These are his current size with little pockets on. They're super cute. But I also got a next pair in the 3 for £1 bin. So less than 50p for some next joggers. I mean, I was thrilled. This is the kind of stuff I get excited about now. So I got that, I got the next joggers. And my third item, because there wasn't too much in his size in this bin to be fair. It was a lot of 18 months to 2 years, and he's 2 to 3 now minimum. So I got this jumper, which is age 4 to 5, but this again can go in the next size up box and he can wear it when he's ready. Also with jumpers, I tend to put them in them a year earlier. So when he's 3 to 4, he'll wear this jumper because it's so hard getting the little arms into the jumpers, right? This is Florence and Fred, but how stinking gorgeous is that jumper? It's got like a little tag on it that says awesome, and the colour is just gorgeous. I actually can't wait to see him in this. Less than 50p, 3 for £1. I think I've peaked, you know? Now, I was mostly looking for items for my son. My daughter does need a wardrobe refresh, but I kind of need to sit down and go through her clothing, figure out what she needs before I start buying. Because otherwise I'll end up with a bunch of stuff I don't need. But I did grab these because if you haven't noticed, I am partial to a bit of leopard print. And these are Very brand leopard print leggings. £3. These are age 9. She's just about to turn 6. She's quite tall. I'm pretty sure she'll be wearing these in the next year or so. So these will be going in the next size up box. I kind of wish they did these in adult size because I would wear them. That scared me. Okay, I have to hold this really carefully in case it goes off. This is one of my favourite bargains from the last few weeks charity shopping. My daughter is currently well into Trolls. Literally, we've watched all the Trolls movies, and she has Trolls The Beat Goes On, the like TV series, on repeat. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, that's really cute. Then I turned it around and saw all of this and thought, wait, is this some kind of speaker? So I tested it out in the shop, and basically it is like a Bluetooth speaker, so I can send music from my phone to this. Also, if you touch its foot, which I'm not going to do right now, it bursts into song. I looked it up on Amazon whilst I was in the shop, and it looks like they're selling for about £16, £17, £18 new. It was £2. It was £2. It didn't come with like any leads or anything like that, but it looks like it's battery powered anyway. So we've had a few dance parties with this already. She loves it. I kind of love it. £2. Can't go wrong. Okay, now everything else I have in this bag, I wanted to show you as sort of one haul. I got all of this from a Bernardo's that I am now slightly obsessed with. Now, as I've said, the main thing I've been on the lookout for my son, which you'll be able to tell by the things I've bought, is jumpers and joggers. He goes to nursery and he comes home like covered in something, a different something every day. Could be paint, could be food, could be mud, could be anything really. So we need plenty of these kind of clothes at this age because I'm literally mortified having to send him to nursery sometimes in a top from the day before that is covered in something, because I just can't keep up with the washing. One of the first things I picked up was this M&S jumper. Again, M&S quality I feel like you can't really go wrong with, especially for knits and knitwear. It's got like little beefeater mice on it. A beefeater mice thing. They're a thing apparently. So I got this. I kind of feel like you could get away with this one at Christmas as well, to be honest. This was £2 for an M&S jumper. Then I got him this little £2 Primark Paw Patrol t-shirt. For £2.50 I grabbed this Marvel Christmas jumper. Because again, when it comes to Christmas, I love to put them in Christmas jumpers, festive stuff. I tend to buy things from the supermarkets when they go half price after Christmas. But I thought this was really cute. For £2.50, I'm not sure you can have enough Christmas jumpers. It's age 4 to 5, so I think you'll get a couple of years out of this one. And this is my favourite. It's so cute, and for some reason, it was £1.50, so it was actually cheaper than the rest. It's a 2 jumper. It's age 2 to 3 years, but I feel like with this kind of wool, you can actually get away with them for a little bit longer. Are you ready? How cute. I have developed a slight thing with Paddington because he's just so gorgeous. Watching the films with the kids, I just love him, he's so cute. So £1.50, absolute bargain. And then I got this stuff as well. So, my kids love playing with balloons in the house in general. We've run out of balloons and it's my daughter's birthday party soon. So I picked up these Minnie Mouse ones for 50p. You can see on here it says AMZ donations. These will be from Amazon, things that haven't sold, stock they couldn't clear. And I also picked up these pink ones because I thought these would be perfect for her birthday party. It says £1 on it, but she actually gave them to me for 50p. And then when I was at the till, I was talking to her and I said, oh yeah, it's my daughter's birthday party soon. And she gave me this, which is like a little birthday party set. It's got a banner in there, it's got balloons in there. And I don't think I told her how old my daughter is going to be at this party. And she just so happens to have given me an age 6 set. How cool is that? So we're well stocked up for party balloons now. And this whole mini charity shop haul, so 3 jumpers, 1 t-shirt, a bunch of balloons, cost me £9 or £9.50. Let me check. £9. Like, this is why I shop at the charity shop. I honestly think that 1 or 2 of these items would have cost me £9 on their own. And I got all this for £9. I'm very happy with my kids' clothing haul. Now we're going to move on to a little bit of a crazy thing I've done. This might be the craziest idea I've had yet. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that for the last 2 years, I have given charity shop books as party bag gifts, sort of in lieu of party bags. So I wrap them up, the kids get a wrapped up gift. It's a book from the charity shop that's been rescued, and some sweets and a cake or whatever. But I don't do basically plastic tap party bags. So that's what I've done for the last couple of years. However, I wanted to do something different this year. And I had this idea of kind of an adopt a rescued teddy bear type thing, but I wasn't sure how much that was going to cost. Anyway, I walked into a Bernardo's, and saw 3 bags of what I'm going to show you next. Literally, like, they grouped them all together, just a bag full of these items. So 3 full bags of them. And then there was another bag of plastic dinosaurs, which I also bought. And this is what I'm going to give the kids instead of party bags at my daughter's birthday. There's literally bags and bags of little tiny teddies. Like, how gorgeous is this little owl? Now, don't get me wrong, there are a couple in here that are not all that, but actually, most of what is in here is crazy. I'll show you some examples. So we actually got quite a few of these little living nature teddies. So this one is this gorgeous little deer, still got its tags on, absolutely perfect. We've got quite a few of these little TY ones. This is a TY keyring narwhal. This one's mine, I've claimed this one. Again, tags on, TY, so stinking cute. This is a little Build-A-Bear. And there are just so many in here. And there must be about 40 items, which is great because we have a lot of kids coming to this party. And I'm basically just going to wrap these guys up and give out a little mystery teddy. No buying new, contributing to landfill. What do you think? Have I lost the plot? Or am I a genius? Honestly, it could go either way, but this is what I'm doing. Whoop. So I paid £12 for those 4 bags because it was 3 bags of the sort of little toys and then a bag of the dinosaurs. They were £3 each. But I need to show you what I found in there. I only found a jelly cat. It's an actual jelly cat. I've tried looking it up online. It's definitely a retired Jellycat. I'm not sure if it's called like a gorgeous gerbil or something. I can find the brown version of this selling on like eBay and resale sites for around £30. I'm not finding many of the pink one. So what do you think? Have I found a little treasure in my £3 bag of random stuffed toys from the charity shop? I think I might have. But yeah, I found a Jellycat at the charity shop. So now I've told you my crazy idea, I'm going to show you the last few items. This is a bit of a random mishmash. So I'm still on the lookout for more clothes for work. I did show you a couple of things that I bought in the last video, but I found this. So it's a short sleeve monsoon. It's got this kind of little wrap detail here. Spotty dress. So monsoon, and we all know how pricey monsoon is. It was in the sale, it's $4.99. It does fit, it's a little bit snug, but honestly, I need to lose a bit of weight anyway. So I thought that was a total bargain for a £5. It's gonna be perfect for work in summer. I also got another Deliciously Ella cookbook. I'm pretty sure this was $2.49. I got one in the last charity shop haul, and we've actually been loving the recipes in it, so I definitely wanted to get another. So I picked this one up, and I'm looking forward to giving the recipes a try. And last but not least, I've got an item that I've actually bought in the past, kept in the house for years, didn't use it as much as I thought I would, and I've decluttered it. I will be honest, sometimes my extreme decluttering does backfire on me. And I've managed to rebuy it at the charity shop anyway. Now, this is kind of linked to the last thing because the Deliciously Ella cookbook, I made this salad and it was so good. However, really it needed a spiralizer. So I got one. £4.95 at the charity shop. If it's been used, it hasn't been used much. So that's gonna make making my new favorite salad so much easier because it took me forever. And that is my rather large charity shop haul for you. But you can see it's very targeted and it's things I actually needed, things I have a plan for. There's not really anything in there that I've bought on a whim and didn't actually have a plan for it. And I do think that's the key, regardless of where you're shopping. You do have to question yourself as to, do I actually have a home, a purpose? Is there a point to this? Yes, occasionally it's okay to buy things just because you absolutely love it and it brings you joy. But if you do that too much, your house will just be filled with random things. And also, we're not that much dissimilar to my daughter, where when you're in the shop, something seems like the most fun thing ever that's going to bring you joy on a daily basis. And actually by the next day, the novelty's kind of worn off because you were just high on the endorphins of shopping. So we shop smart around here, we shop secondhand, and we save money. I would love to know what you thought about the things that I've bought. I'd love to know what you think about charity shopping in general. I also want to know your thoughts on my crazy plan with the rescued teddy bear party bags. Before I wrap this up, I just wanted to mention that I think next week's video is going to be a Bluestone video. So if you don't know, Bluestone is sort of a Welsh equivalent of CENTERPARCS. It's set in Bluestone National Park in mid to South Wales, I think. Can you tell I haven't got my facts straight yet? And it's basically an alternative to CENTERPARCS. It was coming up cheaper than CENTERPARCS for us for the trip that we're taking, which is why we decided to give it a go. I've previously done a video about CENTERPARCS. Again, I'll link it in the description box. With sort of my experience and my opinions. We actually enjoyed CENTERPARCS, but you could spend an insane amount of money there. So I'm definitely going to be vlogging our trip to Bluestone and letting you know whether I think it's worth it, how I think it compares to CENTERPARCS. So I think that could be really interesting. If you've got any questions about Bluestone, drop them in the comments so I can hopefully answer them for you in next week's video. So do come and chat with me in the comments. Whatever you do, leave me a comment. You have no idea how much dropping a comment on a video like this can help a little channel like mine. I'm Lee from Mortgage Freely. I talk about money and mum life on the internet. We do Aldi shopping hauls, we do budget with me's. We live life on a budget. So if that sounds like something that you would enjoy, please click subscribe and I will see you on the next one.